toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo Radio
Show. Alright, y'all, welcome back. And as promised, this is part 2 to Fuck Them, entitled Fuck Them 2. Now, if you haven't heard Fuck Them, part 1, go listen to that first, because we finna pick up directly where that one left off. Yella, you was saying how this show, Them, and as we talking about the TV series Them, Millie brought up the question of being reflective of today's times, and you was saying that it is, but in a different way. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it was reflective in two ways. Like I said, one, it was to generate a false or like a disingenuous outrage about something that's probably not even relevant at the moment. But a bigger thing to me, like I was saying, was that we tend to assume that because, like Millie said in the beginning of the show, if it's made by black and it's directed by black, that it's automatically going to be good quality, or that the impact of it is going to have such, you know what I'm saying, such a feeling. It's going to make you feel a certain type of way that you're going to want to love it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you love it, and it don't.
Okay, let me comment on that, because I never said that. I think people should support our work. It's black folks, you know, making it, writing it, producing it, creating it. We do need support. Now, we support can show up and look like various different things. I can support you and still say, no way, but you did with garbage. You know, that was trash. And I feel like you need to change some things on that, or you need to go back to the drawing board and maybe do like this, or maybe add this, or just don't do it again, period. Or I could say, Yella, that was dope what you did. Man, I rock what you need to do another one. In this case, everyone feels like there should be no season 2. Should there or should there not? I don't know. Look, I mean, I'm not completely for this show. I'm not completely against it. Was it entertaining? I mean, I guess. Is it the most entertaining? Absolutely not. However, I do like we keep saying, the acting. You know, I gotta give it to them. And if the only way I can see those actors is in another season, I would want to. I hope that's not the only way. I can, yeah, hopefully they show up on in other various roles. But again, would I watch season 2? I probably would, just to see where it goes. Because as we said in the first part, what could season 2 be about? But when season 1 ended, it did leave room for a season 2. Now, again, going back to the other point, just because it's made by black folks, we assume that it's going to be good. I don't, you know, and I'm not saying I go into it with, because it's made by black folks, it's going to be bad, or because it's made by black folks, it's going to be super good. I just go into a show with no expectation. I just want to be entertained. Now, sometimes I get a lesson from it, sometimes I don't. The TV show that I most learned the most from was watching it. I loved that show. It was really good.
What's the name? Say the name of the show again. You was breaking up.
The Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
It was really good. Like, I learned a lot about the Tulsa massacre. Love that.
Now let me ask you something, Mill. Because I get what you're saying when you say just because black folks make it don't mean it's good. But do you think that because black folks make things, we don't want to criticize it to tell the truth when it's terrible?
I do. That's my problem. In Black AF, they was talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
whether it was good or bad. It's just, hey, it's a black man doing his thing. You know, we need to support it like it's the best movie ever. And again, I always give Tyler Perry his props, you know, but he needs to stick to one genre because doing television shows, sometimes that's what
yeah.
and people here to say, like, that's his TV shows are crap. Like, I can't find one that's like, man, that was actually a really good show.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons of House of Pain was funny. The first 2 seasons of House of Pain was pretty good, except for the little girl with the cringy ass acting.
I know you lying.
It was alright.
See, no, you said it was funny, nice, alright. No, case in point, it was not the best. So his TV shows suck. It's okay to say.
I didn't want to be Debbie. No. You know me. You know this. I have no problem with telling motherfuckers they shit is trash. Like, for real. But I think it kind of crosses over further than just TV. It's like any type of black entertainment. It's like almost you have to like it, or if you don't like it, it's the built-in it wasn't made for you kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Or it is to the point to where it's detrimental because now we're just flooded by so much bullshit. There's so much bullshit. There's so much bullshit reality TV from us. There's so much bullshit music. There's so many bullshit TV shows. It just feels like people stand for TV shows, like, you know what I'm saying, super fan for TV shows because of this representation that it's supposed to have instead of it just being fucking good. I'd rather have good representation than just any representation.
But see, to me, what is representation? Just because I don't, and I get it, like, I get representation matters. I completely get that. But however, what does that mean? What does that look like?
Okay, to me, it's like this. If you keep putting bullshit shows out and saying it's black, that's what's gonna be the norm. Just bullshit shows. When we know,
The norm now?
No, I'm saying that's the norm now because we just figure they black, let's support. You get what I'm saying? It's like shit, like both of y'all just said. Because it's black, we gonna watch it, and we not gonna critique it because you get your black card taken, and that's why you don't get the good shows no more because they feel like, hey, we got black folks on TV, be happy. You know what I'm saying? We had some good black shows back in the day, y'all. Y'all know that. And when that shit fell off, all we have now is black people on TV. It's a difference between having a black show and black people on TV. You know what I'm saying? And we just as talented as we've been, if not more, because you seeing people come from social media to blow the fuck up. Vine was like 6 seconds, and motherfuckers was making money off 6 seconds. Now you finna tell me they can't make money off 22 minutes on a television show? No, I refuse to believe that. It just seemed like, hey, they black, put them out there, black folks gonna like it.
Just to shut us up.
Yeah.
To say, hey, see, we got you. I got some.
Yeah. That's why when you get good black shows, like I consider Blackish a good black show. I know everybody hates that term black, but come on, that's a black show. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time that I call Blackish a good black show, I call Modern Family a good white show.
It
You see what I'm saying? The same way y'all said, you know, Tyler Perry got trash black shows, it's a lot of trash white shows. Just call trash.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can get this good shit going. You know what I'm saying?
The only difference is the trash white shows make way more money and they stay on there way longer.
I mean, yeah, but that's gonna always happen. That's gonna always happen because I mean they got the it's a numbers game. But no, I'm saying
they cut them motherfucking shows. If that motherfucking show ain't doing good, no, fuck that. They cut them white shows.
No. Them shows get more chances.
I ain't trying to cap for white people. Don't get me wrong. But I fuck with like shows that be canceled and all that. I fuck with that type of shit. A lot of them shows that underperform get canceled.
I mean,
do not let shows that run. My thing is this: if we have that disconnect to where it's white shows and black shows to where we don't watch it and we think they trash. Their audience though enjoys it. Like not everybody likes Seinfeld. Seinfeld's good to the people that liked it. It's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? But if you present Seinfeld to the average black person who ain't rocking with that shit, then they not gonna like it.
But they get better chances though. Seinfeld numbers was shitty as fuck, and it still got a season. Right.
I would argue that most ethnic shows now get that same extra chance. That's the only reason we sit here talking about how bad them was, but considering that you're gonna watch season 2 when they come out.
No. But what I'm saying is they don't. When ethnic shows come out and the ratings are bad, they're gone.
Yes, they should be.
But what I'm saying, Seinfeld ratings were bad and it got another chance.
By the time Seinfeld ratings got bad, it had already. Seinfeld took off.
No. Go watch the documentary.
Seinfeld's ratings got bad on the way down.
Dude, I'm the biggest Seinfeld fan you probably meet. Go watch the seriously. Go watch the documentary. Seinfeld, The Office was so fucking terrible because that was the ripoff from that Britain show. The Office was so terrible that they were surprised it came back. What was the other show they had on NBC? Where they all went to junior college. Community. Same thing. I know, but season 1 numbers was terrible. You see what I'm saying? But they get chances to build an audience. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but that's a different outlook then. I'm talking about the show having this built in almost we're gonna give it a chance because it's a certain representation or it's a certain image that they're trying to give away. Do I feel like there's a minority quota they might be trying to meet?
Yeah, it's always a minority quota.
So, would you rather have better quality meeting those quotas? It's like the Rooney Rule in the NFL. How every team who's hiring for a coach has to interview a black coach, right? Now, if you knew that the only people they was bringing in was the bad black coaches, so they'll have a reason to pass on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be necessarily working with the rule, or if they are hiring the worst black coaches just so they can be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. They don't put out good black coaches. You see what I'm saying? Like, they do it.
But that's what happens in media. That's exactly what happens. You have 100 before COVID. I put everything before COVID. Media was super cool. Everyone is recognizing that we need to put out more black content. Now you're seeing black content. Like Stezo said, you're seeing black people on TV, period. But that don't mean it's reality. So now we have to let everybody in the game because no one wants to be all racist right now. Oh God, like, see, we have black TV shows on HBO, Showtime, NBC, ABC, all the other alphabets you can think of, the other networks. Everybody have 100 black shows, but again, they just put stuff up there just to see what sticks because for so long they ain't let us in. Now they let everybody got a show.
Everybody got a show.
Yeah, I mean, think about the Carmichaels.
It's the executive's way of being like, see, I got black friends. Look,
it really is though.
I got black friends.
Because remember,
that big is better content. Absolutely not. When you open up the floodgates, you're not in control of what comes in. Everything comes in, the good and the bad, and it's up to us to decide what's good and bad. But the nation, a good TV show was a bad TV show.
You going in and out, Doctor. You going in and out on your mic.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on.
And then think about this. The Carmichael show was almost gone after a mid-season 1. Now let's just look at everybody from that show.
And that was a good show.
I mean, it was. Look at everybody from that show. You know what I'm saying? Before and after that show. I mean, damn near everybody on that show finna go down as a either a legend or a very important person in entertainment. Let's just be 100% honest. You know what I'm saying? And that show was threatened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now let's flip it. Cause you brought the Rooney Rule up, which I hated in NFL when it happened, and I got cussed out then. But I'm gonna say what I said then. I said, so basically you saying we got to interview a black person. Okay, that's like saying, before you get the person you want, talk to this person of color. You see what I'm saying? You already know who you want, but the rules say talk to a person of color. So fine.
You know you ain't gonna get them.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
You know you're not gonna pick them.
Right. So that's why I never understood why everybody was so happy about that rule. Because as a man, and I made this joke back then, and I stand by it. If you tell me, hey, I know you want to fuck Kerry Washington or Beyonce, but before you can do that, you must at least interview 5 unattractive girls. I'm gonna interview 6. If it's gonna give me a better shot at smashing what I want to smash, shit, you can bring all the unattractives you want. You know what I'm saying?
Because it don't matter.
It don't matter. So now with this shift in Hollywood, you starting to see people. Well, let me not say people. You starting to see certain groups team up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You starting to see them work together because they finally figured out we don't have a choice. They're leaving us no choice because what's okay? I'm trying to think of an up and coming comedian because it's always comedians who get shows. Oh yeah, you know what? Good example, Lil Rel. And this is not me shit. Yeah, and this is not me shitting on Lil Rel because I'm a Lil Rel fan and I liked his show.
Love this show.
I did too.
Love this show.
I did too. But once he explained why I wasn't coming back because Fox had got broadened out and they didn't know him, and okay, I got that. But let's just say they said, Lil Rel, here's your show. And then Lil Rel said, okay, what control I got? And they said, well, you can be the star, but we're going to put the team around you as far as writers and directors. And they give him piss poor writers and directors. You see what I'm saying? They know these motherfuckers ain't built for this shit, but they give him the worst of the worst. But hey, you know, you got writers and directors. Now go make us a hit. I think a lot of these shows are doing that.
It's a setup for failure, and they're doing it just to say we doing it, just to snatch it off the air later and put what you really want on there.
Exactly. The Rooney Rule. Like the Rooney Rule.
And that's what they really ruling us right now. They put down all this bullshit. So eventually we'll speak up and be like, we don't want that. Like you said, it's up to us to say something about it. But unfortunately for how we built in our community, we don't take criticism lightly.
Ooh, say it again. Say it again for the people downstairs, upstairs, front and back row. You ain't never lied, boy.
Especially about some shit we feel strongly about.
Not even that though, Yella. Not even that. Matter of fact, hold on. Because I'm gonna get personal. Dr. Mill, what's your doctorate in?
Educational leadership.
Guess what? You can't tell me shit about my kid. I'm gonna tell you that to your face. I'm gonna say it to your face.
That's fine. I don't want to tell you nothing about your kid.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? But that's how we rock. Motherfucker got a whole doctorate in education. I'm struggling helping her with her math, but you can't tell me shit. Who is you? Who is you? That's how we rock.
Yeah.
That's how we rock. And you know why we rock like that? It's because back in the day, I seen you eating such and such food without using utensils. Or I seen you wearing such and such clothing. Or I seen you leave the house in some house shoes and a hair bonnet. It be the littlest of things on why we discredit each other.
But do you think we still... But
there's some shit like that.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Wait.
Like that.
Do you think we still in that time, in that mentality right now? I think we're a little bit from that.
No, I think more of us have grown, but percentage wise, yeah, we still in that mindset.
Yes. You know, I can give you one perfect example. Why the fuck everybody got haters?
Thank you.
Everybody got haters. Everybody hating on something. Everybody, they tell you ain't doing shit unless you got a hater. Bro, I don't want no haters.
Ain't nobody got.
I want everybody like me on the way up. I want to be successful, and everybody be like, y'all look good motherfucker. If you don't like me, cool, but I ain't gonna assume you hate. I just assume you don't like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna assume that I did something wrong to you along the way that I'm probably guilty of. So fuck it, don't like me, but please don't hate me. Like, don't hate me on the way up.
Ain't nobody got no constructive criticisms out there. They just got haters.
Just got haters. Block the haters. Shut up the haters. Don't listen to the haters. Fuck you.
Right. Ain't nobody got no. I'm just saying. I'm looking out for you. No, you hating. You hate. You hate.
Don't nobody got your best intentions in mind, dog. Like for real. Don't nobody mean well. Everybody hate.
Man, I'm finna put these 30s on the Chevy. Hey, dog, you shouldn't do that. You know, I'm a trained mechanic. I had a garage for 25 years. If you do that to that car, the first pothole you hit, it's gonna fuck your suspension up and cost you thousands of dollars to fix. Man, this hating ass nigga gonna tell me why I can't get 30s on my Chevy. You see what I'm saying? He just don't want to see me shining out here.
Average, everyday motherfuckers talking about they got haters. I can see if you was doing something with your life, like you was like a musician or some shit, like you was a rapper. With the culture, it'd be some hate motherfuckers in the culture. Cool. Nigga, don't nobody care about you when you work at a Miracall. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work at the call center, you talking about I got haters. Nigga, no, motherfucker.
Because he's trying to put the 30s on the Chevy.
Right.
Because that's the fucking image he want to give off. I'm gonna be this motherfucker who don't care about the haters. I'm gonna do all the dumb shit. I'm gonna wear my clothes 2.5 sizes too small. I'm gonna put the 30s on my fucking Corolla. I'm gonna wear this fucking purse that I want to tell everybody is a bag or it's a purse, nigga. It's a purse. If it's got the pretty little zipper on it, it's a purse, nigga.
Like, hey, man, me and my girl finna go to Dubai, man. We finna do it up. You finna get on Dubai? Y'all driving or flying? We flying. Hey, you know what? I'm a physician doctor, and I know your chart. You have blood clots. You really can't be in the air that long, man. You shouldn't do that. Oh, man, this hating ass dude, man. He don't want me to shine in Dubai, man. He don't want me to shine. No, you might die in the air. Man, nobody talking about that, man. What you talking about? I'm trying to get my shine. I'm trying to be on some sand. See? That's why I only like telling y'all what I'm doing, man. Just hating on me. You be like, no, that's why Heavy D died. He suffered from a blood clot and he died. Man, come on, Heavy D, nigga, I ain't Heavy D, man. I can't stand a hating ass nigga, man. I can't stand it. Ooh, Lord.
Just imagine, right? Just imagine having a friend whose music just ain't that good. You know what I mean, black folks? Okay, let's think about it like this. Everybody in here know at least 5 rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. You personally? No. Okay. How about this? You got 5 rappers on your social media right now. At least 5.
Probably that I don't rock with them like that.
All right, cool. But you want to sometimes be like, man, they don't stop posting that whack ass shit. I would support. Why though?
See, yeah.
No, here's my reason. Here's my reason. I would support, like, I would click a thumbs up. Now, when you ask me, hey, was them bars fine? Now I'm gonna tell you.
There you go. Yeah.
Them bars wasn't fine. But if you want to continue to rap and that's your craft, hey, go for it.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what motivates you, go for it. If you're trash at it, hey, be trash at it. Be the best trash. You know, I'm not gonna ever stop nobody from being creative. But now when you ask, how was it? You know, rate this. Tell me what you think. That opened the floodgate.
But they don't though.
And they ain't got to.
You don't know why? They not gonna ask you why because you already gave the thumbs up.
But I ain't buying it.
That's like, look, visually, I know we're a podcast, but visually, when you look at me, that's like me doing this. You about to fuck up. You about to really do some dumb shit.
It's a difference.
That shit sucks.
It's the difference.
You see how I'm doing this? No, nigga, don't make that fucking song. No, please don't make that song. That shit whack. But the whole time you got thumbs up. But
if you want to make the song just to make the song, go ahead. You know, again, just because I don't like it don't mean somebody else won't.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that music-wise, like art is a little different because it's a lot of stuff I don't like.
Again, let's take TV.
Yeah.
Remember when rap didn't make it though?
No, but that's the whole thing. They did make it. I mean, it was a lot of stuff I didn't like that. Man, motherfuckers was bumping. I mean, Silk the Shocker made 5 albums on No Limit. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, we talking about niggas like that who's associated with some hot motherfuckers. We ain't talking about that.
No Limit, like, come on now. It was not like that was garbage.
Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. That shit was like top 5 for a while.
That's a different genre though.
No. I'm just showing art. I mean, come on now.
But that was a
Panda.
That was a different time.
Panda.
Anything after Soulja Boy. Anything after Soulja Boy don't matter. That's the era we talking about where you can't hate on shit. Soulja Boy made it because he made it in ringtones.
But Soulja Boy wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. I like Soulja Boy.
I fucked with Soulja Boy like early because I was young. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that era. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this: from him on, it was built on shit that was catchy. The tunes, the fucking beat, the track, the hook. Not necessarily what motherfuckers were saying. Not your ability to spit.
But that's why I say you can't use art for the argument, because again, art is reflective of that person that heard it or seen it.
I think we use rap though.
No, you can't. I got shitted on by my guys for liking certain songs.
Yes, sir.
No.
I think. Hold on. I think specifically rap and vocal singing can definitely be up for fucking 100% criticism. There's a reason why vocalists don't make it if they can't sing. It ain't like motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say you.
Okay. I take that back.
Yeah.
They can't mean that they don't sing, but we know it's another thing behind why they make it. They not getting the respect. They ain't sitting over there and doing that shit.
Not about respect.
Right. They got nothing to do with respect. They got nothing to do with respect. No, it's not.
That's the whole conversation.
No, respect is what you think they deserve. That's what I'm saying. Art, I'm telling you, art, you really can't do that with art. Yeah.
It's not definite.
I don't know.
It's very interpretive. It's not definite. And because it's not definite, it leaves room for interpretation from anyone that listens to it.
Yeah.
So you can't say what's good for me is bad for me. Again, case in point, this show. I don't think it was that bad. Stezo thinks it's trash. You think it's trash.
Talking about them? Yeah, them was trash. That's what I'm saying. That shit was trash.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Them was trash. I wouldn't call it trash. Now, again, I wouldn't call it trash. But because I wouldn't call it trash, that's my very point. You know, we're watching the same thing. You know, I would say our backgrounds are somewhat similar. We're not like completely different, but we have two completely different interpretations of the same show.
Yeah, cause think about it like that, and that's a great point, because you said you couldn't even get through like after the first 2, you was fucking done. You know what I'm saying? I said I had to struggle just to finish it, and Mill like, it was okay. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's why I think art is different. You know what I'm saying?
I'll concede that fact. I was only thinking about because, you know what I'm saying, being somebody who was like doing music at a point in time where it was like, especially with rap, it was like if you wasn't good, you wasn't good. So I guess singing wise, I'll take that back. But as far as like what I was trying to say with like rap, as far as that can be subjective 100%. Because if you're not good, you're not good. Now you can be clicked up with somebody else and they good. You have to make it like that.
Yeah, because like let me ask you a question. Do you think Nas is good? Do you think Nas is good?
Yeah.
See, I don't.
But see, everything falls off though. Like everything does fall off. Like,
no, I've never thought Nas was good. See how quiet you get? Yeah, all I like from Nas was his first one, Illmatic. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. But that's my point. That's to my point. He put out something you like, right?
Mm-hmm.
He put out something you did like. Okay, so to you, it wasn't never nothing you never liked. It was something that fell off, right?
No, I don't think he fell. I just didn't like it. I don't think he fell off. He was the same. I just like the beats was better to me in his first one, and that's, you know what I'm saying. But I don't think he fell off.
You like him, you just tolerate Illmatic.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. Now
No, what I'm saying is, when everybody had those arguments, about the top rappers, I look at y'all suspect when y'all put Nas up there. Now again, that's just my opinion.
He's not high up on my list, but I mean, Nas is a fucking dope rapper though.
But when I say things like I think Fiend from No Limit is a better rapper, I get looked at like I'm the dumbest motherfucker in the world. But that's my opinion.
That's because somebody like Nas got like the machine behind him. You know what I'm saying? It's like a name brand. I sound like fucking Frank Lucas. It's a name brand. It's like Coke.
I know, but
Jay-Z. It's a name brand.
But it's like no matter what's getting told, I still play way more Fiend than I do now. You get what I'm saying? It's just my preference.
I mean, good, but I mean.
See. Look here, Mr. Womp. I'm telling y'all right now, if I get the money and they say you can have any artist come perform, I'm calling Fiend or Lil Wayne. I'm just telling y'all the truth.
Paid off now. I'm about to get off.
See what I mean? See what I mean? No, I'm just trying to point out art. I'm just trying to point out, music, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm just pointing out what I like.
I can show you why it's not. I can show you why it's more subjective than you think. You said you like Nas' first album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means that Nas at some point was good to you. Now my thing is this: he might not be as high up on your list as Fiend, but would you agree that Nas is on the list?
I mean, if we're doing a top 100, he'll make a slot, yeah.
Perfect. That's a perfect number. Because there's been a lot of fucking rappers. If he's in the top 100, that would put him in like the 100 greatest rappers of all time.
I mean, yeah, but
okay, that's a good number for. That's a good subjective idea.
No. You're saying that. No.
It's not gonna be 100.
No. Exactly. If I had Nas in the 95 to 100, y'all gonna look at me crazy. Come on now.
It's like 99.
Let's be real.
He's like in the 50. He's like, if we talk about 100, he's like in the 50 and 60 on my list.
See, they're gonna look at you. See, they're gonna look at you crazy. But what I'm trying to show you is that's why I say you can't use art or especially music for the argument, because it's about what you like. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you like. You know what I'm saying?
So wouldn't that be the same idea with the show then?
No. Because TV shows, when I'm saying about TV shows is when you watch them to give them a chance, you see like, damn, this is terrible. And you see the lack of, I mean, come on. We done seen shows where you like, man, they can't even act. Like, me and Millie Frank went to war on Facebook about Power Book 2 and the acting in Power Book 2. I was just like, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. But other folks, you know what I'm saying, was like, yeah, they can't act, but it's a good show.
I don't think they can act. I think they're doing pretty good.
It's like she not under something come.
I think Power Book 2 is a great show. I love me some Mary J. Blige.
And she can't act. Even though she can't act, Millie Frank still loves her on that show. I don't understand why.
I'm not saying she cannot act. Here's what they do with her. They give her roles that are not far-fetched for her, which are easy for her to portray. And I think that's what Power Book did to her. Hey, we have this role that I feel like you have personified in your songs.
So they lie to her. So they lie to her. Keep going.
Again, the Brooklyn native and whatever, she the ghetto queen, whatever. And it's not that far-fetched. So they gave her that role. I think you can do pretty decent in this role. Again, will she win an Academy Award for it? I won't say that. However, I do think as an actress, she is growing.
Grow your ass up. How about that? Grow your ass up. You've been growing for the last 18 years. When is you gonna mature?
She just started.
You can't be in entertainment as long as Mary J. Blige being in need time to grow at anything.
No, and acting, yes, you can, because it's completely different from singing.
Shouldn't have did it.
Right. You shouldn't have did it then. It's terrible.
You should have did it.
She been acting too long to be this bad.
Ability, and you know the entertainment pool is a lot different now. The music industry has changed. These young girls, that you gotta pop it in order to get a hit song.
She been acting too long to be this bad. Damn it.
She ain't been acting long enough. No shit.
Yes, she has, because she was in fucking what the fuck is that? Rock of Ages, like 5-6 years ago.
Longer than that.
Yes.
Longer than that.
And it wasn't just all singing, it was acting. And she was in there because she was Mary J. Blige. And for some reason, they keep wanting to give her an acting role.
Yeah,
like,
for some reason.
We can't, like, look, as people, this is a perfect example. Mary J. Blige is a perfect example. As a people, as a black people, we've given her a pass. Like, you barely, I'm gonna say it. Don't
now,
like if you
right now,
don't.
you better choose your words real careful. I will find you, I will hunt you down, and I will make you pay for every last negative word that you think that you were about to say and get away with on this podcast today. You better choose your words.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Take your drink, and let me just say, I just Googled Mary J. Blige's acting career. She first started acting in 1998. So you saying 20 almost? You saying over 20 years? Okay, full or not, but over 20 years she's still growing. Okay, well let her go.
Talk about dope cameos and holding down a whole show.
Acting, hey, acting is acting. Mary J. Blige's acting career is growing like women edges. Let's just be honest. That shit growing like women edges.
Because I am fully prepared to disrespect Dr. Millie.
It's alright. I hope you prepared for the repercussions, because I am loaded and I carry heat in my car. That's all
I am going to say this and prepared to be fully offended. Mary J. Blige has been getting a pass from black folks for a long time because she done tapped into that inner thing in black women that y'all ain't never let go of. And I promise you, because she's a mediocre singer, she's a below average dancer, and goddamn it, why is she on my TV?
Ooh, he just cut deep. He cut deep.
Has never been dancing. So I don't know why people focus on that. Just because you're moving to a beat don't make you a dancer.
You ain't lying.
She makes a little choreography at her show. I'm not gonna say one of the best dancers, Mary J. Blige. Really good dance. Mary J. Blige, a really good dance. I'm not gonna say because that ain't her thing. She just do it, but that ain't her thing. Now her thing is singing, and now her thing is acting, because she has to remain sustainable and she has to keep a career. And she figured out that singing right now in the industry, it's a young person's game. The way that the game has just changed so hard.
50 years old, she figured that out.
Whatever. Look,
she didn't figure that out when she was 38.
Because acting is a lot more than just singing.
Yeah, I'm talking about singing. I'm saying 38. She didn't know it was a young person game. Look. And let me say, I like Mary J. But again, like we just said, if I feel that her acting, just like Lala, acting is not up to par, I can't say that because I get called a hater.
You can say that if you're not okay. You know why I'm taking this to heart, because I rock with Mary. So yes, you talking about my
But that's the point though. But that's the point right there.
My boy, that was making.
Because you rock with it so tough, can't nobody tell you nothing about Mary. Just like I told you about the whole my child needed help in school and you got a whole doctorate. You can't help y'all. Who is you? See what I'm saying? That's black people.
You can't criticize.
Yeah, that's you just proved the point. You can't criticize black people, especially black women. You cannot. They will bring up the fact that they had a miscarriage or gave birth to a 10-month-old as the reason why we should let them be.
She pretty. I mean, I like Mary J. She pretty. Shit, my girl always been cute to me. I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? That's what Buck stopped doing.
I'm not gonna disrespect my girl. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Mary alone. I'm gonna leave Mary alone.
She a legend in her own way.
What's Mary Crew called? I know Beyonce got the Beehive. What's Mary Crew called?
You don't have no groups. You don't need no group.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I just don't want the outpour of her fans attacking me on this one. Look, we all have different opinions.
I'll take it. Follow me and Yellow Day. I play on Instagram. Find your you can go back and forth all day. You just gotta follow. That's all.
Yeah, alright.
But now, I'm gonna bring some up because we were talking about them on the first episode. That's what transferred over to the second one. We was talking about Lovecraft. We was talking about Watchmen. Why do y'all think there wasn't a? I hate using the word movement, but why do y'all think it wasn't more publicized when they canceled Watchmen? Because HBO never gave a reason. They had the numbers, they had the viewers. Why do you think it just got canceled and nobody said nothing?
It wasn't canceled. The show was created for one season, and that's what people don't realize. People want to say that Watchmen got canceled. It never was meant for a season 2. Yeah, and people didn't understand that. And it was a good show. It was great writing, and it should have been a season 2. It left room for a season 2, but the writer of the show only wrote it for one season.
See, I read something different. I gotta find it. Cause what I read, Regina King saying that season 2 was an option.
I think after the fanfare they talked about it, but the original, if you read articles about the original, like when it first came, before it first came out, and how the show was, they never meant for it to go beyond season 1. It just got really popular. A lot of people watched it, and they were saying, okay, well, should we bring it back and do a season 2? But again, if you ain't got those same writers, like, that's what I hate with good shows. Like, they bring stuff back, and then it sucks. And now you just killed the legacy of it. Let it go out on the blast. Like, if it's a good show, and it wasn't meant to be a second season, don't make a second season out of it, because then it could be crap, especially if you go, we're not going to bring the original writers or directors back. We're going to bring all new different writers and directors, and we're going to have them do season 2. And now it's a possibility. Now it could be good, but it's more so that the odds are that it's going to suck.
Yeah, I just pulled it up again, and they saying that it was talks about a season 2, but creator Damon Lindelof is 2, and he's not interested.
Because it wasn't meant for 2 seasons. It was only meant for 1 season.
Okay, so right here it says, one of the execs says, it will be hard to imagine doing it without Damon involved in some way. So while the show hasn't been officially canceled by the network, it seems like fans are going to have to channel all of their hopeful energy into Lindelof in order for HBO to give the show another go. That's what I'm saying. I read this before, and it wasn't that it was only supposed to be 1 season. They were saying that motherfuckers just didn't want to do it.
No, it was meant for 1 season. It got popular. The execs was like, hey, that's about it too. And the writers was like, no, it was never meant for no more seasons. I'm not doing it. And so that's why that article was like that. It's not meaning, it doesn't state that originally it was wrote for more than 1 season. It's saying that the execs want a second season, HBO want a second season, but they like, no, we good, that ain't gonna be started this for.
Yeah, I kind of got that. I kind of got that same idea from what he was saying. Like, there was talks about it, like they had talked about it, but he was like, man, they probably was like, you know what? I really just wrote it for 1 season. It wouldn't feel right to come back with 2 seasons. A lot of shows should have done that. There's a lot of shows that should have done that. Maybe like 1 or 2 seasons would have been cool. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would have been cool. Like 1 or 2 seasons. But here's the thing, and this is why it's like I get giving the show them a chance. Maybe it evolves. something different. Maybe it becomes like American Horror Story, where it's different times. Maybe it's just not that. Maybe it's just that first season. I haven't seen it.
Oh, please, Yella, don't say that out loud. I was often say, please shut up, but don't say that. No, it was no.
Yeah, like if it jumped to the 70s,
No.
it jumped to the 80s.
Why would we want to see? Why do you want to see black trauma? Why would y'all want to see black trauma jump into every other decade?
It'd be different. If they can go with American Horror Story, why not?
Because they I can say the show like this from somebody who clocked out and see at episode 2, right? So let's say this show does have a very like polarizing reaction between people, right? I haven't seen it. I'm officially with not being a season 2. But let's just say this is how you sell it, because I got an ultimate point in that. You sell it to where like eventually grows into like the 70s struggles or stuff like that, and something we didn't know started.
So now we get to see them in the good times again.
No, showing something different. Don't necessarily make it about we can. Okay, cool. We reeled you in. Okay, let's put this. We reeled you into racist shit. Cool. That's the hook, man. We hook a lot of y'all with that shit. Now let's show y'all something different. Let's go to the 70s and probably show you how like the government's plot behind like separating black families and some shit like that.
Right, but then that's gonna be another trauma. Like, unless they change the trauma, all they gonna do is just show this black family get fucked over.
Don't nobody care about white trauma.
No, because we don't want to see white trauma right now. We're in this time of representation. Representation matters, so we need more black trauma because that's all black people know, and that's all we got right now, right?
And we only know it because they keep showing it to us.
That's why I say
That's why you don't have white trauma. That's why you don't have white trauma. But like you just said, because you only got Tyler Perry making other stuff for black people. Shit. Of course you don't.
Shit. I don't even start on that motherfucker.
No, I'm just saying.
According to him, goddamn, black folks is the black trauma.
But I'm just saying. I don't want to see black trauma spread out through the decades. I know.
No, I'm just saying like this because let's consider this show actually turns into something good. Like one of my all-time favorite show is Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Okay, now you've watched every episode,
right? Twice.
Okay, right. That's probably one of the only series I went back and I started to rewatch it. I didn't finish it, but I started to rewatch it again. That first season was good. That second season was ass though.
Yeah.
Like ass. Like possibly just almost had made me stop watching the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it's still wasn't as bad as the Wyatt second season to me.
Now the only thing that saved Sons of Anarchy was the writer's strike. It went away. It went away for like 2 years. They came back with a different fucking vibe, a whole different idea about where the show was gonna go, and that's when it turned into motherfucking Sam Crow. Goddammit.
Yeah.
I just knew I was gonna be running guns in California, so like that's how I felt about that show. Like, where do I sign up? Yeah, I know y'all take black people on light skin. What's good?
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. This is an argument that I was getting into this week. You know how they say TV programming, it programs the mind? Hey, do y'all realize that they pretty much got us rooting for a lot of evil motherfuckers? Like when we watch these shows, it's like you want Tony Montana to win, but when you look at what Tony Montana was really about, you know what I'm saying? Or like Snowfall. I love Snowfall, but I'm rooting for Franklin Saint, and he is like we know what crack did to the community.
But I'm glad you walked into that door, because isn't that black trauma? Drug dealers, the drug epidemic, isn't that is the epitome of black trauma, but we can't get enough of it.
But are they showing it? Are they showing the black trauma the way them showed the black trauma? Are we seeing? Are we seeing? No. But I'm asking you visually. Are we seeing crackheads the way we seeing them? Ask yourself. I'm not saying it's not trauma, but I'm just saying visually.
Okay, no, it's too visually. It's
No. I don't see.
Black trauma is black trauma.
But that's why I disagree. That's why I disagree. Trauma is not trauma, because it's all on how you view it. Like rape is rape until you see somebody get raped. You get what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. Yeah. No. Seriously. Yeah, right. Right. Murder is murder until you see a motherfucker get killed. Like, yeah, we all know murder is bad, and yeah, that's some fucked up shit. But let you be sitting there and see somebody's head get blown off. Now your ass don't want to leave. You don't want to leave the house. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So then again, your mom, that lived through that, don't want to watch them. A person that has a drug addiction that may have been through the crack era on the other side of the game may not want to watch Snowfall.
No, they probably don't. But somebody who didn't live through that time, who don't have the visual in their mind, they'll watch them and not feel how his mother felt. Just like somebody who wasn't on drugs or trying to learn about that time by watching, they won't have that same sentiment. That's what I'm saying. Visual trauma is different.
And I felt different, man, because I kind of think differently with the whole, like, I know forced outrage when I see it. I know something that's intended to piss off the audience and create, quote unquote, the conversation, which is cool. Which is why a show like Snowfall, that's set in current times, right? Well, not current times, like in
the 80s.
Okay. Now, that, and maybe like Paid in Full at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
The Wire, which was set. The Wire, which when it was
the Corners was way
set.
Yeah, The Corner, yeah.
The Shy. If you want to kind of look at that, almost. I haven't seen it, but I'm just talking about shows set in current times with certain type of visuals in it.
No, but you can't compare them two because they talk about completely different things.
Okay, because I haven't seen The Shy, so.
Nah, it touches it, but it's not as deep. Like, that's not the center.
That's my point. That's my point right there, Mill. What you just said. What you just said, though, Mill. What you just said is my point. That's my point. It touches, but it's not the center, and it doesn't go deep. Like, The Shy talks about gun violence and gang violence and, people getting killed, but it don't go deep. The fucking them went deep.
but no, ultimately,
it's people involved.
Mm-hmm.
That bring money, everybody profits at the end.
But do we need further encouragement to be pissed off? Do we need further ammo? So my thing is, like, if you're looking at a show like Snowfall, which even was set in the 80s, or a show like The Wire, which was set in the current time of when the show was out.
Right.
The people alive, the people who have the voice to make a difference, the people who have the representation are us. Right? Because we have lived or are closely attached to those time periods. You know what I'm saying? We might not you might have lived through the 80s as uncles or somebody who was selling drugs or was a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? For me, it might have been living through the 90s and experiencing crackhead uncles and seeing how the drugs changed the fucking world and seeing like that. You know what I'm saying? It might be a time in The Wire where it was the mid-2000s and motherfuckers was out there. You know what I'm saying? It's the trauma that's a little more current that I can kind of vibe with. Because now we're talking about something that matters. For me to be like, alright, well look, I'm going to dig all the way back to the 60s, the trauma that we've discussed for years and years and years and years and years, we just going to pull off that scab again just to make a couple bucks. That's where I don't fuck with you.
But I could say the same thing with the whole gangster Snowfall. Like, we've seen it. The total is like, come on, how many times we got to see black folks selling drugs? How many times you got to see us profiting off of something? Don't get me wrong. Power, all that stuff is the same theory. Again, Hollywood has run out of ideas. It's just recycling the same thing. Just
okay, hold on. Okay, Bill.
Black Hollywood hasn't though.
Bill, what I'm saying is this. And just hear me out, because I don't want nobody attacking me. When I said the whole rape is rape until you see it, like, let's just say you was somebody who went through molestation and rape. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to clear that up. And you watch a show like SVU, and they run up on the scene and they say, what happened? Oh, rape victim found dead. Now they try to find her killer. Versus you watching the show and now they go intense with the rape. You get what I'm saying? Like, they visually showing you how she was abducted, how this man held her down. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with them.
Okay, so have you seen the reasons why?
Yeah, I like it too.
And how they go deep into suicide and how the girl,
yeah.
Risk. It was like too much for me. Like, I almost cried on that episode.
Right.
But again, that's severe trauma. And them showing that they went deep for the sake of going deep.
Now, hold on. We saw that on 13 Reasons Why, right?
Yeah.
So now, let's say I came out with a motherfucking show called 85 to the Gate. And I do the same fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? And I get money. And then after I do that, Yella come out with some shit called 9 Holes in You. And he do the same fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? You still doing that same deep trauma. But you doing it for a certain crowd, not because 13 Reasons Why didn't told that story. I didn't told it with 88. Why is he? You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to go deeper. It's like, oh, you showed her getting raped in the bathroom. I'm finna show her getting raped by 5 motherfuckers in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
okay, so I get that, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like, again, we run out of ideas and we're showing the same thing. And I get that they did certain things, yes, for the sake of doing it. Just because. And they do a shock value. And again, we live in a society where there's no such thing as bad talk. You know, we're talking about it now. I'm sure somebody in the world that's listening to this who ain't never seen or heard of this show might be like, let me take a look at this. That's the point. That's what they wanted to do. They knew this show was going to be controversial. They knew people were going to be talking about it. And that is what Hollywood does. That is what Black Hollywood does too. It's the same thing. Now, I'm not saying all the Black Hollywood does this, because there have been some great Black movies that have been, to me, really different. That Zendaya and Lil Denzel.
Oh, that was okay, but I love the acting, but you can't tell me that's real life though. Nobody has arguments and then take 2 minute breaks to tell they side.
It's not real life, and it's not meant to be real life. It's meant to be entertainment, and this is what could happen again in the entertainment world.
True, I agree.
Like that in that way, absolutely not. But if it did happen, here's what it would look like. That's all that was. But it was entertainment, but in a different way, and that's why people say that, oh, that movie was trash, I didn't like it, it wasn't nothing but them talking, but it was different. It wasn't the thing, it wasn't drug dealer, it wasn't somebody having sex with somebody, it was completely different, but nothing at all, and people still hated it for being different.
Ooh, we gotta wrap up. We gotta wrap up. Y'all gonna stop bringing up good ass motherfuckers. I won't talk about that movie too. Y'all gonna stop doing this at the end of the fucking show. Cause damn, that was
We can definitely talk about that movie because cinematography was great.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I can't do another one.
Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, congratulations, Dr. Millie Frank. We wish you nothing but the best. And you already know, if you need help promoting the school, or if you want to do something for the strippers, hey, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because they need education too. You know what I'm saying? I would love to promote. You know what I'm saying? Alright, but no, y'all, for real, thank y'all for tuning in. And be on the lookout, man. We got some shit coming from Yella, shooting from the script. And y'all got to get down with this motherfucking Twitch, man. It's, what is it, 555? Yella 555?
It's 5 Yella 5 YELLA 5.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, so y'all make sure. Make sure.
I play with the viewers, so y'all come on and play. So
Yeah. So right now, after this one, go to Twitch. I know y'all got the app. 5 Yella Fly 5. It's all caps too. And you'll see him. He the big light skinned dude. And on that note, we out.